Okay, I'm here. Hello. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Of course, the very first thing. First thing I gotta know is how's my sound, of course. We seem to have those issues from time to time. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness, so many people just flying in here. Awesome. Okay. There's Elle. Lizanne's here. Anita's here. Teresa's here. Maya's here. Lisa back. Nora's here. Lizana. Bruce, Wendy, Vicky, a lot of familiar face names. Denise, from the the video from yesterday, week 52. Cora, Fen is here. Inga, Angelique, Renee. Hello, Renee. Um, yeah, yesterday's week 52 video got a lot of traction and a lot of comments. And then we had a giveaway and we talked about this planner class, which I'm going to talk about. So it's been crazy busy, exciting for sure. You need to turn up your microphone or be closer to it. Okay. Some hiccups here. Somebody said sounds a bit crackling sometimes, but it's okay. Okay, well, hopefully that is going to get better. We have Paul instructed not to get on the internet, don't live stream anything. We think that that's what the issue has been in the past with me. I'm not having a problem with the sound. Sound good. Okay, Sam's here. Yasmin's here. Anne is here. She says I'm scratchy. All right. Well, hope it gets better. Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year, everybody. Hey, David, Miriam, Marhan, they're flying by. Debbie English is the one that started me with the Happy New Year. Who was before that? Ellen is here. Sound is good. Okay, awesome. I'm freezing. No, I'm not. Am I freezing? Cindy Bosniak down in Florida. She thinks I'm freezing. But maybe I am. My sound is fine. I'm rambling a bit. Who said that, Sandra? That's a good one. Okay, well, you got to ramble for a minute, right? All right, hopefully the sound is okay for most of you. Oh, I just hate it. So we're not even going to talk about it anymore. What we do want to do first thing, so I don't forget, is announce our winner, because it is Monday after all. Deborah Lester Webster was our winner for the $50 gift certificate for commenting, liking, and sharing last week. So that could be you this week. Don't forget to do that. Congrats to Deborah. Um, and I'm so happy to see so many people here on, New Year's Day. Nothing's open. Don't like football. It's the perfect day to craft, honestly. Awesome. Yes, please like, comment, and share. You know the drill, right? And if you're new here, welcome. Definitely. So let's change this around. Let's get right to it because I have a lot to talk about. There's Yona, Catherine, Tina, Corey. Okay, lots to talk about today. So let me change this around and just give me a hint if the sound is better, maybe now that we're on phone, or maybe worse. We'll see. I'll keep checking the comments. All right, so we have luscious, lovely leather planners, right? Elizabeth Craft Designs has. And why on earth would you ever want to cover one? Because they're just so soft and beautiful and lovely. But those of us that were at the Banff Creative Retreat got this special green planner. I'm sure that a lot of you have seen it. It was embossed up the side and said, what did it say? Banff, Canada 2023, I believe. I don't know because I covered mine up. So this is what I've done. And I wanted to share with you. I was going to do it like live, and thank goodness I didn't because I was playing around with it last night and I thought, oh, Lordy B, if I had tried to do this live, it would have been a disaster because I tried the sewing machine, which worked. I'll talk about it. messing with glue and just trying a whole bunch of different things. And I had to go iron some things. So, yeah, so I want to talk about all about what happened here and what successes I had. Actually, it was quite the success, I have to say. I think it's really kind of cool. This is fabric. And if anybody wants to know, got all this fabric, and this is wonderful stuff from Kathy Holden by Moda, and it's called Flea Market Fresh, and it's just like looking at Esther's paper, right? It's just collagey and kind of vintage, beautiful. So I used a bit of that down here, and just a little bit of other fabric, and I even die cut like those big numbers from Esther's set. The numbers, that's the large numbers, number 1915. A lot of you are using that in like your weekly and monthly journals and planners. Um, yes, thank you. Isn't that pretty? And I just wanted to cover up those words because I'm not going to use my planner for Banff pictures. I'm doing a little TN on my trip there. So this is going to be my actual planner, my weekly planner for the year. And I've got these beautiful pages I want to show you and talk about. Els told me to talk about it, so I'm going to do that. These are my like monthly dashboards, as we know, right? Thank you, Robin. Yes, and Rose, thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing. Coming in and out, says Jackie. I hope everything's okay. So anyway, this is Graphic 45 paper. And the only reason why I used it, because, I'm a faithful ECD girl, just like the rest of y'all, but it was a calendar collection. And I just felt like that was going to be super perfect for dashboard pages for my planner. And look how nice it looks with the green planner, right? So what I have done is I've designed all these dashboard pages ahead of time. And then if you don't know about it yet, a lot of you do because a lot of you have purchased it and watched the video already. I have a tutorial for like $18 on my Etsy shop with the homework to get ready. And then you get a link when you buy the homework to the class video. It's a private video on Facebook, and the link is right there in the purchase. So it's kind of perfect. And a lot of people have already gotten to digging into it and working on it. So it's been really great. So I'm going to work, you see February here, I'm going to work on a page on the backside of my January dashboard today. But first, let's talk about this. Okay, so what did I do? My main thing I wanted to know was, can you sew through this planner? Because it is soft and yummy. Really soft, and it's, like some leather is very thick and tough. And I actually called my friend. He's a fella. He's got 13 sewing machines of all different kinds. He sews like hockey equipment and stuff. And he said, "Oh yeah, show me it. Yeah, you're gonna get through that just fine." He even said, "You don't even need a leather needle. So just use your regular needle." Well, I did use a quilting needle, but he kind of said like, "Yeah, you probably didn't need to do that," and I didn't. I really think it would have been just fine to use a regular needle and sew away. And the hard part of it is just kind of watching for these rings as you're passing this around in your sewing machine. So what I did sew on here to test it first, 'cause it's scary if you don't know what's going to happen, I just did a little label on the back and tested it out. It worked great. But then I had a lot of confidence to go ahead and get this on here. So all I've really sewn on the front was this long piece of fabric here. And I didn't just, start sewing on there. I did back the fabric with like, what do we call this? Let me see. It's a Wonder Under. It's basically transfer web, or how when you buy a shirt, it has like reinforcement in it. I don't know what else we call that, but it's like a stiffener in a way. It stays soft, but it gives it a little more body than just the fabric. So I just fused, yes, fusible interfacing. Thank you, Teresa. Yes, interfacing. That's right. So I just ironed that to the back of it to give it a little more heft. And then I put a little tiny strip believe it or not, glue stick just down the middle where I knew I wasn't going to hit it with my sewing machine needle. And then I laid it on here and I stitched around it. And then everything holds. And the glue did stick and stay. So that was that piece right there. So that was interesting. Kind of fun. I was very pleased. I'm looking at the comments to see what sold out in Ding paper. You shot up the probably the graphic 45 paper. Yeah, I know that if you're not in the US, it's a little bit harder to find. So I did the same thing when I cut out the numbers. And the only thing that I would say if you were going to try this is I use this Sizzix Precision Base Plate. This is something that you just put right on your platform before you send it through. So one of your plates is eliminated and you use this instead. And a lot of times I'll use this for really intricate dies. And that's what it says on here. For like, very intricate doilies, things like that. This is what I like to use. So I knew that was going to push through a little deeper. And that's what I used to cut the numbers, just because I was afraid it was not going to cut through all the fabric layers. Okay, now Honora says I'm in and out on the sound. I don't know. Hopefully I'm okay. We'll see. Okay, so I did that with the numbers, and I stitched on this particular fabric, just, not on the planner, around here, big square rectangle. And then I used glue, so try glue too. And I just used good old fabric tack by Beacon, and just kind of dabbed it on lightly. I did not make it like thick or anything. I didn't, bob it up. And so I did that with all these little fuss cut out flowers in the fabric as well. And you just have to make sure you get glue on every little tiny bit, all these little extra pieces that are sticking out here, the leaves and such, because otherwise you'll catch it, like when you're going to close it and open it and stuff. Oh, now we're saying that we're having issues again with the sound being bad again. Well, you know what? Maybe I am just not supposed to do lives. The sound is going in and out sporadic. Okay. We thought we had it figured out with the live stream thing, that Paul was live streaming at the same time, and apparently that was not what the problem was. All right, well, I'm just going to forge ahead and hopefully you can figure me out. Maybe I shouldn't talk as much so you don't get frustrated. All right, so I thought I would do a couple of planner pages and all kinds of stuff here to share and show you. But this is my January page, the side. Okay, all right, good. Thank you, guys. And so what I want to do now, this might sound and seem a little self-indulgent, but my birthday is tomorrow. So it's gonna be about me. And I'm sorry. And you know what? I'm gonna shut this blind over here. Oh, no, we still have it. Okay, well, hopefully that doesn't bother anybody. I can't do anything about it. Yeah, it's gorgeous paper for sure. All right, so we are going to go away for a couple of days for my birthday. We're going to just go up to North Carolina and stay in a little place and just have a couple days up there and see different mountains and relax and sit by the fire and all that stuff. And she is turning, well, you'll find out, elves. You'll see. The big numbers are laying right there. Yes, I will be turning 60 tomorrow. And honestly, I don't feel 60, whatever that means to you, but I don't really even feel 40 half the time until I walk in front of the mirror, and then it's like, oh, yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. See? Thank you. So, yes, here's a picture of me, and actually I'm wearing the same shirt that I have in here. I took this picture yesterday, and I put the shirt on real quick for the picture because I knew what I was going to do. So it cheated a little bit. Um, so that's, that's going to be the focus. And I don't know if I'll take any pictures of when Paul and I are on our little getaway. So I'm just going to say, yeah, it's going to be this one picture. I will show you a little bit of an alternative idea that I had. If you want to add more pictures, like you get a lookout going like this and you decide, oh, I need room for maybe one or two more pictures, I have an idea. I'll show you that. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you, thank you. So you can see I've got my postage stamp die here. It's the biggest one in the set. There's 4 different ones, and I'm just kind of building up the layers there. And then I'm going to put my face right in the middle. I'm curious if everybody here knows about my little Facebook group I started. I started a little private Facebook group for those that want to really kind of dig into the weekly planner thing. So if you join that, you know what I'm talking about. Put a little emoji with your hand up kind of thing, or I'm in, or something like that, just so I can see. And I know so many people that are regular ECD fans have joined me in that group. And hopefully it will be the motivation and inspiration we all need, those of us that are really, really wanting to commit to doing a weekly, but afraid that, you won't be able to keep up kind of thing. I feel like that's kind of a good way to be accountable to somebody by posting in the group your pictures of your weekly. There we go. We got a couple people. Yeah. My hairdo looks good. Thank you. Yeah, just got a new haircut. Thank you. Much needed. So I'm just popping on some reinforcements here. Yeah, we have about, gosh, it's almost 500 people in that group now. And I just started the group, what, day and a half ago. So it sounds like something that, people really are into and want to try to enjoy. So if you haven't yet, you can join me. It's called Weekly Memory Keeping with Annette. So if you haven't seen it, you can always look for it on Facebook and then ask to be added. $20.26 postage stamp die set number. Oh, I don't know. I have it on my own little thing here. I don't have the actual packaging, unfortunately. In front of me, I have the set over there. So I don't really know the number. Maybe that's what Sylvia is giving out. Maybe. Oh, it's answering. Of course. Thank you, Sylvia. Okay. Like one more somewhere. So I have mixed the graphic 45 paper here with Angelica's beautiful, beautiful brights paper. So these reinforcements have been cut out of there. Those 2 matte layers that you saw there are cut out of her paper. And then when we do this second page over here, you'll see there's more of that. What's the name of the group? Did you hear me, Pam, when I said it? I know that's an older question, but I just want to make sure. It's not ATC, it's Weekly Memory Keeping with Annette. Weekly is the key. Thank you, Waldo. I see you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. And today is Yosette's birthday, you guys. Let's wish her a happy birthday, too. Yosette, of course, is Elle's daughter, and we love her. All right, so I got my big 60 there. I've cut it out of this, honestly, my shirt was kind of my inspiration for colors here. You see that? Um, so that's some of the Graphic 45 scraps left over. In fact, I wanted to show those that took the class. Of course, there's the little homework, just like we're used to with a lot of my classes I do, but I kept all the scraps from doing the class in baggies. And that way, when I'm doing my little planner here, if I want something to coordinate with the paper, I can just pull it out of that month's page. It's got the word January on each page. It has the month. So that's kind of nice to hold on to this thing. Yeah, happy birthday, you set. I sent her a card, but she has a P.O. box, so I had to email her and say, hey, how often do you go to your P.O. box? Ask for a friend. So hopefully, I think she said she was going to go down there today. I sent her a card. And of course, I used her die to make the card. That makes a little bit of David's in there too. How old is Yosef? I have no idea. She's far younger than I am. I know that. Very sweet. She works just as hard as Mama does, as Els. Can't find the group on Facebook. Well, perhaps I'll have to maybe I'll put a link after I get off of here so that you guys can find it. I'll put it like in the post, in the comments. How's that? Okay, so you see here I've got happy. That's from my Everyday Words, I think first set. I have two now. So happy, I cut out of that same kind of peachy orange and then mounted it on the shadow some black. And I'm going to put that there, I think. And then I've got Time to Celebrate, which I stamped just on a little strip. These are a lot of my dies and stamps. So this one is called, over here, All Occasion Greetings. Use this one all the time. And it works lovely with, of course, the layered labels and all those different doodads you get in that set. Type weekly memory keeping with Annette. Yes, thank you. That should work. So I'm mostly using like black to do a lot of the inking, but when I have these lighter colored pieces, I like to use hickory smoke because it's not so harsh as black is. But you can still ink the edges, and that's what I've done on here too. So I'm going to go up there. I've got this layered label situation, and I was kind of laying this all out, and something about it bothered me when I laid it up there where I wanted it to be. This is where my number one, week one is going to go in the middle of this thing, kind of going off the page. But when I laid it up there, do you see what the problem is? Like, can you sense why I didn't like it? Something about it? It's because the mat behind the label is much wider than the mat and the drop shadow down here and even around happy. So I'm going to attempt to get on here and then fussy get around that, make that mat just a little bit tighter, smaller. So we'll see how fussy cutting goes alive. I'm gonna check myself. Gonna be okay. So I'll still put it in the middle like usual. Cut scissors. Anne wishes she was turning 60. And that tells me that maybe you're beyond 60. Oh, Yosette is how old? 41. Oh, she's just a baby. Just a baby. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to do this real quick. Have all the duchies recovered from their, I don't know how to say it, Olibolin? I love seeing the pictures of everybody making the traditional oliebollen. Please tell me, how are you going to tell me if I'm saying it wrong? You can't tell me. I don't know if it's Oli or Ollie, but it looks like donuts and it looks lovely. Powdered sugar. She doesn't look like it. She Teresa. No way. Not Joseph. She looks young. So I mean, that's not too bad. I'm happy with that. And I'm not using the whole thing, so I didn't do the whole, whole top. So I will pop the one on here. Yes, don't forget, like, comment, and share. Is Deborah here? Does she know who won? Yeah, like, oh, Ollie, like you said, Ollie, Oli or Ollie? How are we going to figure it out? Just having one of the last Ollie ball in. Oh, lucky. I want to taste one. Okay, so I think I'm going to have that there. It looks weird right now, but it'll be okay. All right, now I'm just going to hold off like gluing that down yet because I want to do some other prep work real quick. And what I've got here is my Misty stamping platform. And I've got my ruled lines from another stamp set. That's from Bloom. I like to use lines a lot for journaling. So I think that I'm going to do them in like that. I like the gray color. I'm going to do black. I think it's too dark. So I'm grabbing Morning Mist from Persephone Claire. Long O, Holy Pollen. Hey, thank you. That was the best way to explain that. Holy Pollen. Now, is it Holy Bollen? Or is it Holy Bollen? The second O long or short? Thank you. You like my new hairstyle. Now I'm looking at my iPad to look at the comments and my iPad has frozen. So, and I just put my finger there. That's okay. I'm just hoping you guys are okay. So this little tag I just stamped, this is Esther's, the one with all the many tags. I love it. It's one of my favorites. And I have it over here. I have a whole pile. I have to kind of dig as I go. Just got all my teeth removed. Oh no. Okay, well, somebody can tell me what that is, all those tags. I don't have it at the ready here. I thought I did. Oh, good. It doesn't matter if they to here. I'm not worried about that. I'm going to cover that up. I think. I have plans to cover it up anyway. Maria, Happy New Year. We don't bake it by ourselves anymore at home. Yeah, that seems like quite the process. As I was looking at those pictures that Els posted, You've had the whole stove lined with aluminum foil because I'm sure it's a greasy mess when you start doing all that. Okay, so this is going to be a little journaling tag, and I have a little something I cut out from the paper collection, the leftovers from the January. The best is yet to come. I thought, well, that's kind of perfect for turning 60. So I think I'm going to have this tag come off just because we need the room. Okay. And this is going to come down here a little. we don't need a ton of space right here. That's good. And this stuff's laying here. So I think just whack this off right about the second line. Just below the second line, I think. There's so many good things coming. Exciting new releases coming. Things not just I'm working on, David and Esther, and I think we have some more flowers coming. There's just all kinds of stuff happening. And then, of course, Esther has her Saturday sidekick thing, every other Saturday sidekick thing she's doing on Facebook. David's got his ATC group and his art journaling group, just all kinds of places for inspiration. Okay, so I was going to show you real quick that if you wanted to, let's say, you didn't want to do just one photo on this page, how could you work in another? Before I cut this tag, I was going to show you this. So we'll pretend that this one is still the same size as this one, but honestly, I would just make a little hinge and I would put it on the top one here and then connect it to the back one here. These would be the same, so that you could open and close this and there'd be more space inside for a photo. So that's always an option. I think for mine, I'm just going to say it's all about me. Sounds about right. Let's see. Hate to ask it, but did my son get better? Yes, Els, I agree. I think it's going to be pretty great. And then we all have new design team members to talk about soon. Really exciting. Okay, I'm going to put this kind of close to my hole reinforcements. So I have a little room to the left here. I want to stamp a little, got to have a B on the page somewhere. So I want to leave a little room to do that. I think I can put me down now. There's Anita. Hi, Anita. Thank you. Oh, this guy, Naomi. Okay, so she's answered what it is. Who asked that question? Ellen? Yeah, it's the precision glue press that a lot of us are using. My Sweet Petunia. That's the same people that make the Misty stamping platform. And I've been using it for a while, and I'm still a big fan. Love it. I left the thing in the holster the other night, overnight to the next day into the afternoon, and I walked in here and I thought for sure it would be all plugged up and dry, and it was just fine. So it's pretty great. I love it. All right, I think I want to put this so it's a little bit overlapping my postage stamp frame. So we'll let that dry and I'll trim that up. We've got this guy here. We can put that down. I have lost one tip. Who said that? Diana? My tips keep coming off. You mean the actual metal tip, maybe? I had one get stuck and it came off. But I feel like if you reach out to the company, they would take care of that. I called them myself too, and they directed me to where I got it from, and I did get a replacement, which was, I believe, scrapbook.com. Okay, it's coming along here. We got happy we got to put down. I think I want it on a little tilt. And then I've got that time to celebrate that I think I'm going to just sneak in right there. Can we tell that it says 60? It doesn't look like 50 or anything, right? I don't want to misrepresent. Don't want to mislead anybody. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. I know that there's been some lives since then, but I have not been here. In fact, I need to go back and watch a couple of them. I'm behind. That's why I'm so glad they're always saved, and I just go to YouTube and watch them back to back. Okay, happy. Tonic has the replacement tips. Yep. Yeah, that's the company that makes the Nuvo bottles and stuff. Tonic. Okay, here we go. Great. Now I have, oh, I want a stamp. So I have my key stamps. And it's kind of scary because, this is a little bit of bumpiness to it. But I want to stamp right on the page. If it doesn't work out, I have a backup. But the best way I know to do this is with plant form and to put the page right in there. And my platform, as I'm sure a lot of yours is, it has a cushion. You gotta have a cushion. So before I lay this down, I want to make sure the stamp is clean. And the cushion just gives that little bit of give. So I'm just using a baby wipe just to make sure. So I don't remember if I cleaned this off when I was doing my little testing earlier. I always do a little experimentation so I don't goof up in front of y'all. Okay, so I think the big B I want to have sort of right here. And then the little b, I think I want to have up here. All right, so there's that. And then I kind of wanted it to look a little bit like it's in the background, but not too light. So I was testing out some colors just to see if I liked the feel. And first I tried that Morning Mist, and that's fine. It's very subdued. You can do that. It's just a gray color. You need the word happy. With the B, you need the word happy. Like, be happy. You're 60. It's time to celebrate. You're great. So this is VersaFine Claire Warm Breeze, which is what this is. And I like that. So if you like that better, I'm so sorry. I'm going to use this. And we'll just cross our fingers. All this goes well. I do have something ready in case it doesn't go well. There's always a fix. I love that bee too. Thank you. Yes, indeedy. Okay, carefully, carefully. Now I could go grab my little thing over there, but I think that's just perfect. No need to mess with it anymore. I like it. Wow, I got lucky. All right, we'll move these bees out of the way because we're gonna, I forgot to do it. I was gonna stamp this label right here. I see the stamp laying here. I wonder if I can do it now after the fact. Dare I? It's on the page. I'd have to move the page down. Should I try it? Oh boy. I think I'm gonna try it. Now my head might get in the way here. Sorry. I'm gonna try it. Wish me luck. This time I'm gonna use black. Thank you for the encouragement, Vicki. She's like, you can do it. Ta-da. Vicki believed in me. Thank you. That's the only reason I did it, because she believed in me. Thank you. Oh, awesome. Okay, so just to finish this off, I took some leftover little bits from the paper, the Graphic 45 January page, and fussy cut out some ivy. And I think that I've got them all inked with black ink pretty well. There's some little spots here and there that I see. But I just want to use this now to do like filler stuff. And look at, I just keep touching this tag and getting ink all over it. That's okay. By the time I do my journaling, nobody's going to care. I forgot the time. Happy New Year. She has to watch back the rest. Okay. Well, thank you for being here, Sue. See you later. Okay. Let's put this in here. This, I believe I had planned will go up here at the B a little bit. I think that'll be pretty. Put that on there. Yes, continue to like, comment, and share, please, so that you can be entered to win $50 gift certificate next Monday. Of course, this Monday our winner was Deborah Lester Webster. Let's see, a little higher. We don't get a what for that hole right there, that hole reinforcement. Can you still open your tag with the ed down? With the ed down? I'm not sure what you're asking. Who was that? Who was that? Who was that? Margaret, can you elaborate on your question so I understand? I decided not to do the tag flappy thing. I think I want to put this up here. See this big blank corner? Let's soften that up. Let's put Holly up there. Holly? What is this? Ivy. There, we're gonna fix that little blob there. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Ruth. So happy you like it. Oh gosh, they're old comments. Okay, I forgot to scroll. Okay, you decided not to do it. I missed that. Okay, now I understand. That's what you're asking. Okay, do I want to put something down here? I have 2 more of these left. I don't know. What do you guys think? If I put it down here, I'll just snip them off. Do y'all hear Paul in the kitchen banging around? He's smoking a pork shoulder in the new, we got this all-in-one thing that does air frying, grilling, smoking, all that stuff. So we've been playing around, like cooking all kinds of stuff. I hope you guys said yes, you like this. Yes, it's good, said Jan. Okay, Jan, we're going for it. Maybe I'll put a little guy behind the big guy. No, he looks weird. This looks like a hat. Okay, I think this is it. I think I'm good. Snip this off. When is dinner? Just joking. Probably close to 5 because you smoke something, you smoke it for hours and hours. And actually, he was smoking it much earlier today, and the breaker tripped and the thing went off. Thanks, Els. I want to do more, but I'm tempted to just stop. I don't want to junk it up. I can always add more when I'm actually like journaling later. I won't write all that now, but let's move on to the other one because I want to talk about the fact that I am going to do things a little differently in my weekly planner this year. And I talked about this in my week 52 video. I'm going to use the photo pocket pages. Every other page will be a photo pocket page. And for me, excuse me, that will be sort of like a protector from photo sketching photos. Because I was flipping through some of my older planners and the pages were getting stuck together because, you know, you get a little bit of glue sometimes on some of those photos. And you just can't help it. And then your pages are kind of sticking together. All right, so what do I have here? I have the pocket page that has two big squares, and they're about 4 1/8 by 4 1/8, which we do have a die for. So let me get that. Found the other one. There's the tab 4 with tags die I was looking for earlier. So we have pocket page fillers 2, which is what I'm using here. It's got these great little stitches around here, and it fits in the pocket page perfectly. And then, of course, pocket page fillers 1 we have, but that's for different configurations. So, you see the big rectangle, and then the longer rectangle, that's for the other page that has that other thing going. But like this one here, this rectangle here could fit this way, There's a lot of things you can do. And that's why I'm really excited about, doing it this way this year, because I think that people might, these are from Elizabeth Craft Designs, Barbara. These are the photo pocket pages for the full-size planner. I did look this morning, Valerie. I saw them still on the EC website in the US anyway. So anyway, so a lot of people feel like use a page protector, you can't make it pretty, but you really can. And that's going to be my goal this year. So I've got coordinating paper here. So I'm going to do like 2-page spread, but it's still going to be 2 different weeks. So this is from Angelica, the beautiful brights, bolds, brights, bolds, brights. Can't remember. Then I cut another square in black for down here. And then this is yet another die. It looks like the, memory decks kind of edge on the top there. This is from Esther. It was in her weekend escape kit, like special that she had. Just beautiful, chocked full of stuff. And so I was thinking, this here frame, by the way, is left over from the Graphic 45 when we cut out like fussy cuts in the middle. I was telling people in the class, save the frame because it's going to work beautifully for a photo frame like this. So that's what that is. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one down first. Where do you buy the, yeah, okay. So everybody's helping her out there. Okay, good. Yeah, most craft stores that sell ECD, I'm sure they've got the photo pocket pages, and of course online you can find them. I hope they're still there. I swear I looked just this morning or yesterday. So I'm going to pop this right in the middle. It's not quite a square, my frame here. Maybe it's because of the way I cut it, but I'm just going to center it left and right. And so there's another things you can do here. Like, I don't know if my photo is going to be in week 2 because of course we're not there yet. So you could put one photo in there. You could use some smaller postage stamps like this, and you could get 2 little photos in there. One of them could be photo, one of them could be journaling. I don't know. And if you did this, let's say I did this, here's an idea because it doesn't fill it out all the way with these postage frames. I die cut out this little decorative element from the layered label set of mine. Is that right? Yeah, that's it. And then I cut it out again in this pretty blue paper that I've been using on the page. And I thought, well, wouldn't that be pretty just to do a little decorative element off to the right here, like so, rather than just boom, frame, piece of paper. So what I'll do, because I don't know what my photos are going to be, I will tack this down with temporary adhesive. Just something you can always do if you want to work ahead and get the pages ready. Just use temporary adhesive, and that way if you change your mind, you can just pick that up really quick. And I'll put a tiny bit on the back of this as well. I don't know if I'll use this. I think I will. I like it. It's just something different, interesting. I did too, then we did with Annette. I guess to cut a thin strip of paper to go in the spine of the pages. Yeah, or was it the summer? Was that the summer planner that we couldn't get the page protectors were wrong or something? Um, yeah, I think we covered up the holes and then repunched them because they were aligned in the wrong way. But definitely something you can do. All right, so we'll pretend this is how my page is really going to be, and we'll pop that in there. Okay, that's lovely. And then for this one, super easy. Thank you, Raquel. Thank you, Lois. Good. Glad you are finding some nice tips here. I love this thing. It's just different. You know, just have that little kind of memory. That's what I call it, memory kind of topper. And so to really make it kind of interesting and fun, I thought we would add one of my large doilies here. And we'll just cut that off at the bottom. Rather than cutting it off on the black edge, I think I'm going to cut it where the blue is. So I would make a little pencil mark here and here. And then we'll just give it a little slice. Now I'm not going to put it in my paper trimmer because I might gouge it up. So I'm just going to use a mat and a craft knife. Press really hard. There we go. Nice and clean. Didn't tear anything. And then I inked this with that gray hickory smoke again because it's just a light colored element. I pretty much got it all the way around. Now this could be something fun that you could actually put a photo in, of course, in that circle. That could be your journaling area. It would be very pretty. Um, you know, whatever you want to do, you have options. And of course, you can use the die to cut your photo the perfect circle size. That cuts away, of course, in the die. You can smell that pork holder. That nice smoke smell. Hi, Cindy from sunny California. It's sunny here too, but it's a bit chilly today. I mean, it's just 50 for a high right now, which I know that's not too bad for some of y'all. I know that sounds lovely. South Carolina is kind of like never too cold, never too hot, just kind of perfect. Okay, so of course I have to have my week number 2. And of course, you know, I've been using these stitched letters and numbers, which I really like. I like the size, and that's great. And so if you die cut it out and you pop it on there, that's just fine. That's pretty. But if you want to add a little more to that, just make it a little bit more special. I like to say the negative and cut it out close, and then maybe pop in a different color, like accent color that's used on the other page. So we'll pop it too in there with kind of peachy color. I think that'll be pretty. So we'll do that. We're just about done, which is timing out just perfectly. I love that glue gun. Yes, it's pretty great. I have it left somewhere. You know, I don't myself because it's a scrapbook.com thing, and of course your scrap store. It's not on Amazon, I don't believe. And usually that is where I would put a link is on Amazon, but I don't think that I found it there. So just shop around your favorite stores and see if they have it. Don't worry about the time, says Femka. Thank you. Oh yeah, I know it's cold in Canada. I do. Do you hear him? You hear him in the kitchen? Hey, I'm not complaining. He's cooking, he's taking control of the situation while I'm busy. Okay, I think that looks kind of cool. And without knowing what photos are going to go in here, I'm going to say that that's where I would stop. Now, is that all I'll do? No. I do have these bees, and that was my backup in case I had an issue over here. Like if it didn't stamp out well or I messed it up, I could just patch that over and booze or goof ups. So now I have these left over and ready. I could add them over here too, but I just don't know what photos are going to be here yet. So I'll just kind of hang on to those. We'll see. They may make it, they may not, but they sure look pretty on there. I'm tempted. All right, well, for now, I'm just going to pop this in here and we're going to call it done. And I'm looking forward to, continuing on with this theme that I have going with matching spreads every week, every 2 weeks, that'll be a matching spread. And there will always be a page protector in between each of the pages. So hope you like that idea too. Let's see. Thank you, Els. Yes, thank you. I will enjoy my little holiday. Let's get my face back on here for a second. I thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Dinner, don't you mean lunch? Well, I mean, it's smoking, so it takes a long time, Femke. So we probably won't eat till like 5. Um, and sometimes that's early for some people, but that's typical for us. I go to bed early and I get up early. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm going to be off and about, relaxing just for a couple of days, and then I'll be back Thursday afternoon. So I'll be watching for you there on Facebook. Make sure you get into the group and join me. I would love to have you. Thanks, Michelle. Nice to see you, Celeste. Thank you guys so much, Suzanne. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to sign off now. All right, take care.